Howdy worlds, Choice Specs, coach of the Orlando Magikarps, bringing you something brand new. This is the PGL NU Cup Season 1, NU Season, I don't know, PGL NU Season 1. And we are going up with a familiar face, Ryan, aka the Thexseption, and the Tampa Bay Luxrays, which, if you know our record with Ryan, it's not good. But first, let me just say, as you can see on the screen, I don't have a layout or anything. Life is a little crazy right now. I just had a daughter about 2 days after this match, and we were prepping for everything and running around being all crazy for that stuff. So I will say we are a few weeks ahead in recording, so I'll go ahead and apologize that my brain isn't all here. For one, I have never played NU until joining this league. I've only done draft format with the full, you know, tier 1, Ubers, all that stuff, and VGC. So NU I was new to. So I'm hoping to get a draft analysis up. Everything's running late. I'm running behind. I apologize. Don't have graphics or everything made. Hopefully next week, season 2, or week 2, we will have all of that taken care of. But anyways, I'm rambling. I'm new at NU. I am running off of very, very little sleep for the first 3 battles of this league. Just so you know, I'm not all there. Does that mean I play poorly? Probably. Does that mean I get swept? I don't know. We'll have to see. But I'm not saying I win or lose, but I'm just saying that the first 3 battles of this league, I do apologize. I am not all there, but we have a routine down. She's finally sleeping through the night a little bit, so I can focus more, I can think more, I can plan more. I'm back at work, which is sadly where I do a lot of my planning. So you should see the choice specs, you know, from the NPA going week 4 on, hopefully. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump in with our battle and see what happens, because this is like 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago or something, and I kind of don't remember all that happened. I know I led Cinchino, and he leads Alolan Persian. And I'm not sure what this thing wants to do to me, but I don't think it can do all that much to me, so I just go ahead and stay and go for a knockoff. He does withdraw and goes into Raspberry, this Pharaoh Seed, expecting like Tail Slap or something, but I just go for a knockoff, get rid of its Eviolite, which is kind of nice. I'm not gonna lie, that was a fairly good first play. And I am choice banded, so I don't really care about the chip damage there. Not Focus Ash or anything. So I go into Spandy Andy, my Hitmontop. He goes for the Lead Seed, and we skillfully dodge, which I was like, this is a pretty good start for me. I'm feeling a little good, even though I have no idea what I'm doing with NU. Practice rounds went okay. He sends in Mace Windu, and I don't really have too much on my team that can handle this all that well. And I went for Mach Punch, obviously going for the Pharaoh Seed, but this is doing nothing to Mace Windu here. So I go ahead and withdraw, and I go into Tumon's One Cone, our Vanillix, thinking I can just freeze dry this if he stays in. And he sets up Toxic Spikes here. So now I have a layer of Toxic Spikes on my floor, and that's not the best for my team here. Chip damage is no fun, and as Mace Windu takes a little bit there, he does swap out and goes into Renamon? I don't know how to say this. Delphox, and I hit it with a Freeze Dry, which doesn't do all that much. But just a little bit of chip damage, and the Hail giving a little bit of extra chip damage. So I obviously cannot stay in here and take a hit. So I swap out, and I bring in Katata Fish, my Vaporeon, and get poisoned, but that's okay. And he hits me with a Flamethrower, which we can eat those up. And both of us taking some chip damage from the Hail. I got my leftovers going off, which then are completely negated by the poison. And he sets up a Calm Mind. And I'm thinking that's not the best in the world for me, but I should be okay. So I go for Rain Dance, because as you'll see here, I am Hydration Vaporeon, so this will cure my poison and boost my Scalds and all that good stuff. So I'm like, alright, now I can just hit this thing with a Scald with the rain. That should finish it off. But that's the Bloom Doom animation. So at +1, this definitely will kill me. I should have thought of this, especially when he stayed in and went for Calm Mind. I should have thought of this. I should have knew he had Solar Beam, or not, you know, Z Solar Beam, or something along those lines. Just because he stayed in on me. But like I said, no sleep, wasn't thinking. So now we're down Vaporeon, which is not good. Vaporeon did a lot of work to his team. So I bring in Chinchino. He goes back into Raspberry. And I just went for a knockoff because that would have killed. And I knew he might swap into this, but I wasn't sure. Unfortunately, I didn't pack U-turn, or else I would have just went for U-turn. And so I have to swap out. Obviously, don't want this thing dead and locked in a knockout. Go back into Spandy Andy once again. Get poisoned. And he connects with the Lead Seed. So, Lead Seed and poison damage. Spandy Andy's going down. And I'm also packing Life Orb, so no matter what I do, it's kind of just slowly killing myself here. He withdraws. Goes back into Mace Windu, dropping my attack again. And I just go for a Rapid Spin to clear the Toxic Spikes. Obviously do nothing. And take some poison damage and HP from Life Orb. So Spandy Andy is just about dead. I do sort of need him though, so I go into Kling Klang, seeing what he wants to do here, which I didn't have a nickname for Kling Klang. If anyone has any ideas, feel free to let me know, because I don't think I ever named him. Hits with Liquidation. I take that okay. So he does swap out and goes into Jamal, which I'm thinking this is okay. I should be able to take something. I go for Shift Gear. So now I'm at +2 speed, +1 attack. And I calc it, and I can take any hit from this thing, which he does go for Flamethrower. And he gets a 10% burn. This is where I'm like, God damn it. Because I have Weakness Policy and Shift Geared, so I would have been at +4 attack, +4 speed. And Kling Klang would have been set up to sweep. But the burn. He got the burn. So I go for that gear grind, which does a little bit of damage there, but and then I actually misginned this Kling Klang, which you'll see right here. So that's no good. I didn't even get a kill with Kling Klang. Thanks to that misgen, unfortunately. My Kling Klang didn't love me. So return didn't kill, and I'll lose Kling Klang, who was definitely set up to sweep. So I go back into 2 mod with 1 clone, because if he stays in, this thing dies. He doesn't stay in, he swaps out. Goes back into Renamon. And I just go for a Blizzard. And I just stay in and go for Blizzard, because I have a chance to kill, depending on the roll, and then chip damage, but either way, Match is not going great, obviously, here. Flamethrower is going to definitely take me out. 2 mons, 1 cone goes down, and Delphox has now killed, what, 2 of my Pokemon, I think? And then it goes down to Hail, which is, I guess, nice. So, or at least we're not getting 6-0 at the moment. And he goes into Alolan Persian, and I go into Internet Explorer, which you'll recognize from the NPA. Hits me with a knockoff, gets rid of my Assault Vest, and I just go for a Fire Blast, which is a 2-shot, and especially with hail damage. But I'm pretty sure he's probably gonna go Parting Shot here, which he does. Probably should have just swapped out. Would have been nice, but I honestly thought he was gonna Parting Shot first turn, but I guess he was scouting to see if I was Scarfed or not. Goes back into Jamal, which Jamal isn't really going to care about. A -1 Fire Blast. Yeah, it does nothing. Gets buffed by the hail. So do I. I'm at about 50% health. I just let him sack. I just sack off Ninetales here, pretty much. Because at this point in time, like I said, I'm running off a very minimal sleep during these first 3 weeks with a newborn, getting up every hour to 30 minutes, so I can't say anything. Like I said, week 4, I will try to put my heart and soul back into this, but the first 3 weeks, I'm just miserable, tired in life, so I go back into Spandy Andy. He does withdraw, goes back into Mace Windu, drop my attack, and we kill Mace Windu with the Fake Out. But also take Life Orb damage and poison damage, so now we are pretty much one shot from anything. Jamal comes back out. I just go for a little chip damage, hit him with a Bullet Punch. And he hits me with a U-turn, which doesn't kill, surprisingly. But poison will finish me off here. And so now I just have Flinchino up against this thing, and I will just kill myself no matter what I do. So I just go for Tail Slap, and he avoids, which is not great. And he knocks off my Choice Band. And gets a crit on top of that. So, all the hacks, I guess, in the NPA just decided to say, hey, Specs, F you. But anyways, obviously, I'm going to kill myself here with Iron Barb damage and poison, even if I survive. And so, I go down, and unfortunately, I take a 4-0 loss week 1 of the PGL NU Cup League, NU League. I don't know what the official title is. But anyways, like I said, I apologize. Ryan, thank you again for the battle. Thanks for beating me again. I think that's 3 or 4 victories over me you have. It's always fun. Ryan's a great guy. Go check out his side of the battle. And then, yes, next week we take on Blazing Squid, I believe. I think so. Anyways, yes, so you look forward to that next week. Once again, it's not me thinking clearly, so, but yeah. Week 4, look forward to week 4. Week 1, 2, and 3, I will just say, watch them, but look forward to week 4. And we'll see you next time. Bye.